What's up, Internet? This is JayAreDubs here, and I just wanted to do a quick overview of the latest patch for Overwatch, patch 1.0.5.1b. I don't know why they don't just, why is it so complicated? Why isn't it just like patch 1051 or something? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this patch is live as of today, July 6th, 2016. I'm just gonna do like a general overview of the whole thing and just kind of my thoughts on it. So the duration of sudden death has been adjusted across all maps from 1 minute 45 seconds to the following values, and then you see that they have changed. Numbani has actually been increased; the rest have been decreased. Hollywood stays at 1 minute 45 seconds. I don't really know why they did this. I haven't been playing. I only played one placement match of competitive, so I haven't really been playing a lot of competitive. And in that match, I didn't go into overtime. So I don't really know why they did that. I'm assuming 1 minute 45 was too long. I mean, it seems, except for New Bonnie and Hollywood. So yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about, but it's interesting. I wish they had a more like universal time that they're like, okay, everything's at 1:35, you know, but they did it for each individual map. Um, they kind of adjusted the times, which is probably good, but I don't know. I just personally I like universal stuff. I don't like when they have to make it like individualized. But okay, so then also they had a bunch of bug fixes. So apparently they just needed to change the times because I guess the overtime time limits were too long, and then there was just a shit ton of bugs. So fix a bug that prevented overtime music from playing, whatever. Fix a bug where display settings weren't always saved after restarting the client. Fix an issue that sometimes caused the in-game UI to display incorrectly at 4K resolutions, which I play at 4K resolutions sometimes. I think I switched to 2K recently, but yeah, 4K resolutions, that's just a thing in all games. When you switch to 4K, all the UI just gets really, really small. And it's like you could still read it if you got close to your screen because it's 4K, but that happens a lot in just like any games. Fixed a bug where sometimes the wrong player level would appear in the social menu. Okay. Fixed an issue with collision not blocking line of sight on certain areas of Nepal. Okay. Fixed a bug that caused Mercy's Caduceus staff beam to disconnect from this target if the player A quickly switched between healing and damage beams by holding down both mouse buttons, and or B was facing away from the target at the time of the switch. So very weirdly specific, that one. Fixed even more bugs that allowed Reaper to shadow step to unattended locations on certain maps. That's been in almost like every patch I've noticed. That they can't seem to get it to where Reaper can just shadow step to all the normal places. That's pretty funny that they're still having and like fixed even more bugs because they keep having to fix the the Reaper bugs. It's pretty funny. I've never even discovered one thing that like seemed unintended, but whatever. Fixed a bug that caused Winston's melee attack during Primal Rage to inconsistently hit targets in range. Yeah, Winston's ult kind of sucks. Well, when you're trying to hit people, it does. It's good, it's really good, but I think that's correct. It seemed like it was missing a lot. Fixed a bug that sometimes caused Zarya's alternate fire to scale incorrectly with her damage boost modifier. I wonder if that's like if it was too much damage or too little damage. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, competitive play. Fixed a bug that caused the top 500 icon to incorrectly display for certain players in various places throughout the game UI. Okay. Fixed a bug that sometimes caused players' skill rating to display as 64 during placement matches. That's interesting. That's probably because of like coding and stuff. If you didn't know, coding goes by like it starts off as 2. Well, I guess it technically starts off as 1, but it starts off as 2 and then it doubles from there. So 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, and then 64. I know that doesn't really make much sense if you don't know what I'm talking about, but 64 is like, Nintendo 64 because it had 64 bits, and 64 has to do with like coding and stuff, so that's probably why it's 64. Fixed an issue where if you left and rejoined an in-progress competitive play match, the game would still track the match as a loss in your placement match history, and when determining the amount of skill rating you receive for completing a match, even if your team won. Note, you must be present for the conclusion of the match to be eligible for the win. If you leave a match and do not rejoin again before it's over, it will count as a loss both in your placement match history and when calculating your skill rating adjustment. Okay, I could see that. Fix an issue where you would still receive a competitive play leave penalty even if you rejoin a match and completed it. Okay, kind of the same thing. Note, if you leave a single competitive play match more than 3 times, you will receive a competitive play leave penalty even if you complete the match. I mean, that's punishing players who have bad connections, who have like shitty internet, because that's the only people that would leave 3 times in the same match. I don't think a leaver would do that. So, not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it makes sense. If you have shitty connection, either try to get better connection or just don't play competitive. You need a good connection to play competitively. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Seems like it's just a bunch of bug fixes, and then the time nothing too interesting this time around, but that should be it for this patch. I'm going to be doing every patch after this one. So any future patches that come out, I'll do another video just like this one. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see a video of me doing my first placement match, go ahead and click the video in the outro. If you have any thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.